What's up, people? Sorry I didn't do this video last night. I wanted to, but I dozed off because I watched a really bad movie last night. Might review it just to roast it. It's called Year One. But I'll go more into that later. But we're continuing on with the M Night movies. We are on his, I guess, essentially fourth movie because remember we're skipping Unbreakable. So The Village came out in 2004. In my opinion, I liked it at the time. I didn't remember the twist because it has been probably double digits years since I've seen this movie. So it was almost essentially watching it with at least the ending because I remember a lot of it. I just don't remember like the big twist, and I'm kind of happy I didn't because watching it last night, I think this is a case of M. Night got caught up in his like own hype, I think. And it's weird because this movie came out after Signs. And Signs, there wasn't a twist. At least I don't no, there wasn't. Like, I mean, and if there was, it was like a minor one. I don't actually even think there was one. So I don't understand why he didn't follow that. Why did he I love I like Sixth Sense, but the twist in that makes sense. It's like, oh, he was dead the whole time. Okay. But the twist here is, oh, the town was fake and the creatures were never real. Why? Like, that didn't do anything for me. It was just like, oh, okay. They're not real. I think there's some good performances. And I think, like, the first half is pretty good. I think I would probably have given this film a 7 if it had a stronger ending. I just think the ending kind of ruins it to where I'm at a 6 now. I think there are some well-acted scenes. I think Joaquin Phoenix was great. I thought Adrian Brody was decent. Bryce Dallas Howard was fine as the blind woman, but it was such a weird movie. I don't understand why I felt like this is a case M. Night you didn't need to do a twist at all. I personally don't think if he had just played it straight, kind of like how he did Signs, I think this would be a better received movie. Because I'm not the only one who thinks this ending's pretty bad. I've seen a lot of people say it. And it's kind of cheap too, and I actually like the creature design. These big creatures in these red jackets. I thought it was an interesting design, and it would have been cool to see it. But no, they were fake. We had this movie. So overall, I almost want to call it a good film. I mean, part of me wants to say it's good, but it's not. I think that's why I'm giving it a 6. I think there's good things in it. I think there's some really good performances, and I like until the reveal that you're actually no, it's set in modern times because it's supposed to essentially it's supposed to almost mimic 19th century Pennsylvania. So it's supposed to be like you think you're like in the 1900s essentially or 1800s, but it turns out no, this was from the 70s. It was created in the town. The town was created in the 70s, and it was like we didn't need that. Like, because it's like, what does that reveal actually do? Like with the Sixth Sense one, right? It makes sense because you think Bruce Willis is alive the entire time, and then you get the reveal like, no, he's fake. Sorry, but it's fucking cool. But you get the reveal like that he's alive, that he's been dead the whole time. That twist works because it makes sense for the story, and it's like shocking, especially when you first watch it. With this, it's just, oh, the town is fake and the monsters weren't real. Okay. It doesn't do anything. So it's like M. Night. I really don't understand why he went this direction. In my opinion, I think he started going downhill after this movie because next movie is Lady in the Water, which I'll admit I haven't watched in a while. I know some people really like it or say it's at least very fairy tale. That's why they like it. I remember it being really fucking weird. I think I'm not going to say it was bad. I just remember it being really weird. So, I mean, like I said, it's been almost probably as long since I've seen that. So, who knows? Maybe watching it essentially with fresh eyes again might change my opinion. But so that's next week. But this one I think could have been really good. But then M. Night, he had to do this stupid twist. But so before I go into that, later tonight I am gonna review for sure Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I'm gonna probably try to watch it at some point today. I'll review that later. Tomorrow, I'm either tonight, very later tonight, or tomorrow sometime, I'm going to go see Violent Night with David Harbour, which looks really fun. So I figure, because I'm I'm gonna watch it. I'll probably do a review either tomorrow or it'll be on. If not tomorrow, it'll be on the weekend. But I'm pretty sure it should be tomorrow, though. I don't really see why I can't do it tomorrow. So yeah, it should be tomorrow. I'll be reviewing, of course, spoilers. I'm not expecting anything crazy or anything like that. I'm just expecting kind of like just a straightforward action movie with some good gore. So yeah, but we'll get started on The Village. Um, but yeah, here we go. Cheers. So, so we're introduced to these residents who live in this small town, and obviously, they make you think it's 19th century Pennsylvania. They live in fear because they think these creatures are out there killing their people. The villagers live behind this barrier. And you open with a funeral. And I think this movie could have side plan. Because I actually like the idea of this small, isolated village. And, that are being haunted by these creatures. And I'll admit, I didn't remember Sigourney Weaver being in this movie. I thought she was pretty good. So, I think there were strong performances, like the funeral scene in the beginning. Lucius Hunt wants a pass to go past the barrier, basically, and they don't let him initially. And I also, what people were saying about Signs, some of them, the people were playing it very kind of, because a lot of the characters in that were very reserved and stuff. I think in this, I think that it's the meme. What people were saying about Signs, I think it's this movie. There were just some moments where I'm like, okay, god damn it, put some pep in your fucking voice. There was just times I'm like, my god, guys, you're just reading it very boring. Lucius, I keep calling him Lucas. Lucius makes his trek in the woods, and they end up finding red paint, which the creatures leave. Which, I actually really like the design, and that's why it kind of makes me mad with the whole stupid spoiler thing, twist, because it's I actually like the idea of these creatures that are kind of human-like, and they're not overly they didn't overly design. I actually thought it was very kind of simple design. So this is where we're introduced to Ivy, which is Bryce Dallas. I don't know why I forgot her name for a second. Bryce Dallas Howard's character, who I thought she did a good job in this as the blind girl. She starts having a relationship with Lucius, which that's Joaquin Phoenix, who I gotta say, Joaquin Phoenix was good. That is why I don't overall say this is a bad movie, because I do think there is good performances. I thought a lot of people in town did a good job at portraying, at least in the beginning anyway, the first half before the stupid reveal, that they played these crazy town people that are trying to just want to keep to themselves. So I really like this. It was an interesting story. So Lucius and Ivy get married. Lucius ends up getting stabbed by Noah, who's this weird. He's basically I'm not gonna say I'll just say it, retarded. Like he's developmentally challenged, which I'll admit I more know the meme, like, because Scary Movie 4, I don't know if you've never seen it, did a parody of this movie, and I almost more remember the parody than I actually remember the original movie. So I'm not gonna lie, that scene specifically, I kind of laughed because I was thinking the Scary Movie version, and it was Bill Pullman instead. So, so yeah, Lucius ends up getting stabbed. Edward decides to let Ivy go through, and I like those scenes when Ivy's going through the woods. I really like, and this is where we get the reveal about the creatures. That yeah, they're just people in costumes, which is just why, like M Night, why, like why couldn't you just make them actual creatures, or maybe creatures that the town themselves created, or something, even a creepy story where maybe you have a little supernatural element in it, and you have it to where like these creatures are like, maybe it's like a cursed person in the town, and he is cursed to becoming a creature, and then he wants to get revenge. You could do something. No, they're just guys in costumes because they basically, it's to stop people from leaving. It's so dumb. I don't know why M. Night. Why? Why? I'm going to keep saying why. You know what would have been a better twist if you said this initially, but then you get the reveal like, no, they're actually real. I think that would have been a more interesting twist. You have Ivy. Maybe she doesn't actually believe in the creatures, and the town wants her to believe, but they don't. And maybe she's the one who comes up with the whole idea that they're just guys in costumes. And then, bam, it's real. No. That would have been a far better fucking twist if you're gonna do a twist. Not what we got anyway. So I'm just gonna jump to she leaves. The two men go with her, but they initially leave. They eventually leave because they're scared. Then she gets chased by the creatures, but she ends up, like, basically evading it. And it falls in like a hole, and it ends up being revealed to be one of the townspeople, and it's just and I guess this is where we get the other twist. Oh no, Ivy's parents find a box which basically reveals that they're actually living in the 21st century, and they're not actually in the 19th century. So basically this is the first drop. This is basically, from this point, I'm out. The movie's lost me. So she climbs out. She meets a park ranger, and he gives her the medicine. Bravo. And this is where we get the reveal that the town was found in the early 70s by Edward. He met these people at a grief clinic. He wanted to basically live in his own isolated world, so he basically convinced the family and everybody to come with him. And I guess I'll jump to the ending, where we get we already got the reveal, but the town kind of more showing that they actually all know. And they open their boxes, and it showed mementos from their past life. And then they gather on Lucius. Ivy comes back, and then basically it plays the same. Whatever. You know what's sad with this movie? I think it could be really good. I think there's some really good performances. I like Adrian Brody. I thought he was good as Noah. I thought Bryce did a good job. Definitely Joaquin Phoenix. Definitely, he's probably the best actor in the film. And for the little bit we saw her versus Sigourney Weaver. So, and I'll admit, I didn't remember she was in this movie. So it was kind of cool when I was watching it. So I'm like, oh shit, she's in this. But then you get that stupid ending. I really don't know why M. Night did that. It was like he felt like he needed to have a twist. And I think this is where the whole meme what a twist and all that, shit came from. It was started from this movie. Yeah, Sixth Sense had a twist, but the twist in that made sense. The twist in this, I'm still like, and this movie came out in 2004. So almost 10 years later, like I think 8 years later, 18 years later specifically, I don't understand why he went with this direction. I don't get it. Why didn't he just have the creatures be like, maybe the town created them? I like the idea of this isolated town in the 19th. It's all in modern times. And there was no reason for that reveal at all. It's not like it's a twist that's like, okay. No, it's just very, you just kind of, it's an anticlimactic twist. And I think it just shows like he should have just played this movie straight. I think, yeah, if M. Night just played this movie straight and didn't put like this weird, like, put some stupid twist in it, I really think this movie could have been better. Just give it a decent ending. And yeah. Because to me, it falls apart once it gets we get the reveal that the monsters aren't real, the movie falls apart for me. So it's not bad. I think the first half's still pretty good. I think there's some well-performed scenes, and I like the aesthetic of the village, and then we get the fucking reveal, which was not needed. It was, I don't know if M. Night just felt like he needed to have a twist in his movie, because, I don't know, maybe he felt like I needed to get like a Sixth Sense reaction for my movie. But once again, like the ending in that, the reveal in that makes sense. Like this guy you think has been alive the entire time. No, he's actually been dead, and it works. It doesn't work here. It's just done I feel like it's just for the sake of having a twist. So yeah, M. Night, in my opinion, dropped the ball towards the end here. The ending to me it doesn't do anything for me. It just it's anticlimactic. And I actually dug the monster designs, and no, they're fake. Oh, and the town wasn't real either. It was all a ruse. It was just overall, it's not a good movie. I think there's some good performances, but it's that ending, that second half in general, it falls apart. So I don't think I'm gonna probably watch this movie again. I don't have the urge to. I think that ending really just ruins it almost. It really does ruin the movie. I think there's, like I said, there's some good performances, but that ending ruins it to where I'm almost like, I don't need to see this again. I'm good. I'm fine watching this. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times. I'm fine with this being the last time, to be honest. And yeah, I think it really just shows. I think he got caught up in his own hype, and it was like, M. Night was like, I need to have a twist ending, and it didn't work here. It wasn't needed. It's a very unnecessary twist. Like, I'm gonna reiterate, unnecessary. You didn't. I personally don't even think you needed a twist at all. I think if you had just played it straight, like he played Signs straight, that movie, like, that was one of the reasons I think that movie was just very well received. It is like a straightforward movie. There's no bullshit twist or anything like that. So I kind of think he should have did that with this movie. Just played it kind of straight, and no. He had to get in his own way. So overall, I give this movie a 6. I'm probably not gonna watch it again, but yeah. We'll see how Lady in the Water fares. One thing I do remember, that there's no twist in it, which, who knows, maybe that might play out better now, because after watching this, yeah, maybe M. Night, I think, just kind of needs to play his movie straight. Like Split, I think one reason that movie was well received is it kind of plays it straight. The only twist, I guess, is that it's technically set in the same universe as Unbreakable. That's like the only like twist. But other than that, there's no like twist like this kind of twist. Split played it straight, and I think that's one of the reasons I've noticed a lot of his most well-received movies are the ones that just kind of play it straight, and there's no bullshit twist or reveal. So this one isn't it. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 review later tonight. I have never seen it, so that one I'm going in blind. So we'll see. But other than that, I'm going to cheers, and I'll talk to y'all later. as usual, fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. I'll talk to y'all a little later. Peace.